Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create model and how you can do migration and create controller. And I'm going to show you how you can actually fetch data from database. First of all, we need to create a model, then migration, and then a controller. So at first I'm going to go to the browser and I'll go to the localhost/phpMyAdmin. Why? Because I want to create a table at first. Here you can see I have start Apache and MySQL both. So here I will say localhost/phpMyAdmin. All right. Here you can see I'm in phpMyAdmin, and here you can see we have app here. So I have created this app database for this tutorial purpose. If you follow our playlist, you will find this in the very first video. Actually, I have shown you how you can actually create a database. So this is the database, and we have users table here. You can see actually I want to create a new table to show you CRUD operation. Okay, so for this I'm going to actually create a new table. So I will click here new, and actually I will go to the app, and from here actually I want to actually create the table. So the table name will be test user, let's say, and number of column will be, let's say, user ID, username, and what can I say, user email, and then user password, let's say. Okay, so I need 4 column, right? ID, name, email, password. So create. First one is ID, second one is name, third one is email, fourth one is what? Password. So ID is integer and it should be auto incremented. So I will check here AI, and it automatically will be primary key. Then name varchar or varchar, whatever you say, then 255, let's say, and then done. Now email varchar 255, but here email should be unique, right? So we'll select unique and then click on go. Then password also varchar, and then let's say I want let's say 100 here. All right, now I will click here save. Everything is done, and here you can see we have the table, and that is test user. Now we just have to go to the .env, and I have to check here that we have mentioned our database here or not. So here you can see if I go a little bit down, where it is. Here you can see the database name is app, and our username is root, and password is null. All right, everything is done here, so we don't need to worry about .env. Now here you can see I have a bunch of different views here. So actually I want to delete all of them, so I'm going to go to the folder, and from here I will go to the resources and views. Actually I want to delete all of them except this welcome. So delete, and I will actually remove it. I don't need it. All right, and then I will go to the web.php because I have created here a bunch of different routes. So what I have to do, I have to actually delete all of them except the first one, because it will actually return the default page. Now as I mentioned earlier that Laravel follow MVC pattern, so we need to actually create a model at first, right? For the database purpose, actually we want to now do CRUD operation, I mean create, read, delete, and update. So yes, we have to follow the MVC pattern, and then we have to use actually a model. So let's go create a model at first, and then we will actually find model here, and then we will find database and migrations here, and what we need is controller to actually work as a middleman. Okay, so to do this I have to go to the folder location at first, and then from here I have to type here cmd to open the cmd, and from here I have to type a command, and that is php artisan make model, and then I have to give a model name. So my model name, my table name was test user, right? So I will say test user. So actually I want to give here a capital letter. Okay, you have to use it like this. So test user, and then here I will use -m for migration. Actually I don't want to create migrated or migration files separately. I actually want to do it in the same time. So here I have to use -m, and then I want to use a controller as same name, test user. So I'm going to actually change the U here to capital. All right, so now I will say here C. So my -m, so -m is for model, migration, and then C for controller. And in the controller we need some functions. Let's say create, delete, update. Okay, so I actually want to add all those resources by itself. I don't want to add them. So what I have to say, I have to say here R for resources. So here you can see PHP artisan make model. So it will actually create a model, and the model name will be test user. And then I have said here that -m for the migration, C for the controller, and R for the resources. Press enter. Here you can see model created successfully, migration created successfully, and also controller created successfully. Already we have created all of them successfully. Now let's go, and here you can see test controller, and when I use R also, that time actually it will create all the resources, I mean all the functions for me, so I don't have to actually create here. All right, here you can see show, update, edit, store, create, index. All right, so and if I go to the migration, here we'll find it inside database. So if I go back to the okay, so this is the default one, you will find like this. And then if you want to find the database migration, you have to go to the database folder. Okay, so we have to actually go for we have to go for database. So where is database? Here you can see database, and then migration, and then here you can see test user dot underscore table, right? So this is the migration file. We have to actually use this file to create table columns. Okay, so and if I want to find out the controller, so we have to go to the app, then HTTP, then controller. Here you can see. And if you want to find the model, we have to go to the app, then model name, and that is test user. All right, and we have to go to the HTTP controllers for controller, and that is test user controller. So yeah, like this. All right, so we have route here, we have controller, we have test user, and what we have a model also, right? So where is the model? And here is the model, test user, and then this is the controller. And we have a migration file also that is inside the bootstrap database, right? Database, and then migration. Here you can see. So I have to use it. Now this is the route page, so we'll find this route inside routes folder. Okay, here we just have to go to the web.php. Now if I go to the browser, we have to serve the Laravel at first. So PHP artisan serve, we have to use it, then press enter, and here you can see running. So our server is running now. Make sure you have start Apache and MySQL both. Okay, and now we will go to the browser, and we'll say here localhost. So this is the default page. If I enter here, it will actually took me to the welcome page. I'll create some views where actually I want to show all the information. If I go to the database, here you can see in our table we have nothing. We have empty, right? Empty field, ID, name, email, password. So let's insert from here at first so that I can actually show the data. All right, so from here we know ID is integer, so I have to give here actually I don't have to give here value because it's auto incremented, but if I give here any value, the next value will be start from here. Okay, so if I say here 101, then next value, if I insert one more user, then the user value will be 102. So I will actually use it like this. Okay, so ID will be auto incremented, and the name, let's say Yamin, email, let's say yamin@gmail.com, password 123, go, inserted successfully. If I go to the browse, here you can see we have one user. So actually I want to add another user. Let's go to insert once again, and if I say here Tanvir, so Tanvir ID will be 2 because it is auto incremented. So let's go tanvir@gmail.com, password 123, go, inserted successfully. Go to browse, and here you can see Yamin Tanvir. Okay, now I want to actually show all the data in my view. Okay, so I'm going to create a view. We know we'll find view in the resources and then views. Here you can see. So I'm going to actually minimize all of them. All right, here you can see we have routes and view. So we have route open, and here you can see we have view. So actually I'm going to create a new view. So where actually I want to say that users dot blade, or I can actually say here test users dot blade dot php, and here actually I want to show all the users. All right, to do this actually I want to create here a route colon get. I want to say here that slash users, let's say, or I will say all users. Okay, or let's say test users. Okay, test users. Here I need a controller. We know we have a controller, and that is what this test user controller. Okay, so here I will go and I will say actually I want to use it. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to say here use app http controllers the controller name, and that is test user controller. We have to use it. Why? Because we will actually use this class here. All right, so copy it and paste it here, and we will say colon class, and here we have to give a function because it will actually target a function. So we'll go to the test user controller, and in the index we'll actually show here. So the function name is index. I'll copy it and I'll go to the route, and here I will paste it. So this URL will actually target this user controller class function. Okay, and the function name is index. Here you can see, and from here actually I'm going to return a view, and the view is what? The view name is what? Test users. All right. Okay, from here actually I want to show something. Let's say h1 will show here. Okay, we will show here. Let's check our route is working or not. So copy it, go to the browser, use the URL, enter, and here you can see it's working now. So here actually I want to show all the user. So what I have to say, I have to actually declare here a variable, and that is, let's say, users. Okay, I want to actually know all the users, so I have to say here users, and then I have to use this class test users, test user colon I have to get all of them. Okay, so I will say get, and now actually I have to compact it. I have to actually pass the this value to actually a view. So what I have to say, I have to actually use here comma and then compact, and then I have to use here variable name. So variable name is users. As I use here single quotation, so I cannot actually give here this $sign. So this is the name, and I have to actually copy it, and so it will actually go where test users, right? Test user.blade.php, and here. So actually I will show here, and I will say here that all users data, and here I want to show all of them. So we know we have multiple values, right? So we need to run a loop. So we know we have to run for each. So for each, and then we have to end for each, all right, and here we have to pass the actually I have copied from here, right? Yeah, users. So I'll copy it, go here, paste it, but I have to use a $sign, and then I have to say as, then $user, let's say, and here I will say to print something, we know we have to use double curly braces, and then $user, and we have how many column? Actually I don't want to show the ID. Okay, you can actually show ID. So we'll show here ID, name, and email only. So I will say ID, and the second column is name and email. Okay, so I'll copy it. I will actually use here a break. I can actually use here break. All right, and then I will use here name, right? Because the next column is name, and then br, and I want to use here email. All right, now if I refresh, okay, so all right, the problem is actually we have already used it, right? So yes, now it will work. Let's go and refresh once again. And what is this? Base table view found. Table app user doesn't exist. Okay, so the problem is here you can see I'm in migration file. So we have actually used here test user, right? Model, but okay, everything is all right. But here you can see in the migration we have this table, right? Test user. And if I go here, you can see there is no table, such a table. So we have actually made mistake here. So rename table to test users, okay? And then I will actually save it. Okay, then yes, test user. All right, done. Go. Now it will work. If I refresh, here you can see it's working perfectly. So the problem was with our table name, right? So here you can see if I go to the migration table, here you can see our table name is underscore users. Okay, so we made a mistake here. All right, now everything is okay, and we are here, and here you can see we have shown ID, name, and email. And now let's go here, and here you can see one yamin at gmail.com, then two tanvi at gmail.com. Actually I want to change it, so I'm going to actually show all of them in the same line. All right, no problem. Let's go here, and after that I will actually use a break to go to the new line. All right, and here I want to actually use here space. Okay, so let's go and refresh. Here you can see one yamin at gmail.com, to tanvi at gmail.com. All right, so we can actually fetch the data from database. Now let's say I want to find the data through this, ID. Okay, ID. So what I'll do here I have to say let's say I want to actually create a route. So the route will be route : get, and here I will actually pass the ID also. So I will actually show here test you. I have to use here single quotation, and then test users slash, and I have to use here second bracket, and then ID, let's say. So here actually I want to copy it. Okay, and it will actually go to the index. Now we will actually change the index file. So let's go to the controller, and now show. Here you can see show. Okay, so here you can see display the specified resources. We'll actually want to display the specific ID. So here we have actually shown here, you can see ID. So you can actually change here to ID, or you can keep as it is. Now what we'll do, we'll actually copy it from here, and here let's go. So we are in what here, right? Okay, paste it, and here we'll actually say that find or fail. So it will either find the ID or it will show 404 page. Okay, so here we will actually pass test ID. Okay, test user, this ID. Okay, now we will actually show it like this. All right, now if I go to the browser, so if I show here route, let's say I have a 2. So if I press enter, we have to actually change the method also from the route. So the method is what? The show, right? So you have to copy it, go here and change it to show. All right. Now let's refresh it once again, go back. Now let's say I want to find the second ID. Still we have error. What is syntax error? We have to use comma, so we haven't actually used comma here, you can see. All right, now it will work. Refresh, and here you can see all user data, and we have okay, let's say I want to say here find, and here is the ID. So actually I can say here ID, let's say. So this one will be ID because I have right here ID. Okay, ID. All right, so I'll go here, ID. Okay, let's go and check. Okay, now I'll refresh. Here you can see ID is 2. So we actually search through ID also, right? If I say here 1, it will show me Yamin. Here you can see Yamin. So it's working perfectly. We can actually search through email also. Okay, let's say I actually get the ID, no problem. I'll actually search through email, let's say. So how can you do this? You have to actually say here test user colon and you have to say that where you have to use these brackets, and here you have to give the column name, and that is email, right? In our database, email. If I go to the browse, here you can see email, right? So we actually want to find through email. So we have given here email, and we have to give the email value. So we will actually give here this email, let's say tanvir@gmail.com. okay, so here I'm going to say tanvir@gmail.com. so it will actually search for tanvir@gmail.com, and here I'm going to say get. So this is the way you can actually find through specific things, okay, the column name and the column value. Okay, so now let's go, and here if I say 1, it will show me why. Okay, the problem is it will actually I have specified here. Okay, so I can actually copy it and do it in some other way. Okay, let's say can actually create here a new file, right? Let's say here. Okay, so I want to go here, I want to actually cut it from here and paste it here. All right, so I'm going to comment out this. All right, now here we'll actually go to the users. Okay, users, and here you can see we are getting through email, right? tanvir@gmail.com. Here you can see if I say here yamin@gmail.com, it will show Yamin's value. Go here, refresh, here you can see Yamin. So we can actually find through specific value also, right? All right, we can pass ID, we can search through ID, we can search through the ID also, right? Okay, so here I will actually remove it, and I will say find ID. All right, refresh. If I go through ID also, okay, now it's showing perfectly. All right, so this is actually you can fetch the data from database. I hope you understand. So if this video is helpful for you, please make sure to give a like and subscribe this channel for more videos like this. I will show you update and delete in the next video. So yeah, see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.